Happy Thursday.
Greetings and blessings. It's a Thursday, that's right.
Yes, it is. It's a little Friday. It's fake Friday.
Pre-Friday.
Pre-Friday.
And I feel like in this season, it's a Friday, baby.
Yeah. Welcome back to MBS Culture Connect. My name is Tracy.
This joke is clean, champion style, elevation style, with up on the play. So go on.
Yes, of course, we begin.
In our headlines, family homicide over cult.
Chidinma stripped of identity.
Russia sues Google for how much?
Teaching equality. Let's get started.
In Kagadi district, Uganda, a family conflict over religious beliefs claims about 10 lives in one family where two brothers actually converted in a new religious belief, and then they wanted to convert the whole family, and I think they did not agree, and then they come in with machetes, and all of that ruckus leads to about 10 people dead.
That's so crazy.
So cold.
That is...
Investigations, of course, are underway to get the clear facts, but you can tell that beliefs are quite seriously taken over here. But I would like to encourage us to just believe what you believe. Let your brother, sister believe what they believe.
Yeah, I think imagine it going to that point where you need to now unalive your family members because they're refusing to believe what you believe.
I think we can always have arguments. We can talk about
discuss. And you can always agree to disagree.
These are 10 lives.
You don't need to pull out the machete.
Unlived just like that.
That's so sad.
Quite sad. We are sending our condolences, of course, to the people. And just to say, please keep your opinion. Let us share opinions in peace.
Yeah. So South Africans are still coming for Chidinma Adesina. Basically, now they want to revoke her ID documents because of her mother's alleged fraudulent activity to obtain South African citizenship. Now, previously, Adesina was competing in the Miss South Africa pageant, through which people found out that actually she's not South African. She's actually of Nigerian descent and of Mozambican descent. And they found that her mother obtained her South African citizenship fraudulently, allegedly. So now they're revoking her citizenship and ID documents in South Africa, and now a specialized police unit is investigating this further. But now she went on to win Miss Universe Nigeria and will be representing Nigeria at the Miss Universe competition.
I think at this point she doesn't care for South Africa. Do you think she does?
Truly, I
like
think
seriously, if they refused her to compete, she went over there. She's a queen. Why would she?
And now she's going to Miss Universe, going against Miss South Africa.
Matter of fact, I feel like this is shooting themselves in the foot. Like it doesn't make sense.
Also, just let her go, man.
She clearly doesn't need you too. It's like there's a Ruchiga saying that when the water says you can't shower me, you also say I wasn't dirty anyway. So that's a good one for them. Russia has sued Google for about 20.5 decillion rubles for failing to comply with its laws regarding data privacy and, of course, storage, and also for apparently blocking Kremlin content on YouTube. So this is actually a major crackdown Russia is, doing with tech companies, and they're trying to be strict here to protect their users and their privacy as well.
Yeah. I think what's so crazy about this amount, 20.5 decillion, it's like even decillion.
Is that even a number?
It's not, it's like, it doesn't exist, but it's like
decillion.
Trillion, like 20.5 trillion. Yeah.
Do we even have it as the world?
Like it's even more than the entire world's GDP.
So what you're trying to say is that there is no way
Google can pay this.
Or there's no way it can even be...
It can't exist. That amount of money literally does not exist.
It's just a message
to Google to say, we have seen you, we are not happy.
And I think these companies definitely have to comply with governments if they want to exist.
Yeah, properly. Man. But that's the thing with tech, though. Things happen and then regulation follows.
And sometimes
it's just how
they think they are for the people when they're actually also just other companies and brands. So Google.
Uganda's women MPs are urging teachers to lead a shift by teaching gender norms in school. Basically, they want kids to know that it's okay to have shared responsibilities when it comes to taking care of a home, and it doesn't need to be gender specific. A man can help out, a woman can help out. So basically, at a report launch in Kampala, they were stating how statistics actually prove that when couples share tasks, there's lower risks of domestic violence, there is less conflict, and also less poverty.
I love this. From this research, I think we learn a thing every day.
Yes.
Personally, I wouldn't wash diapers. I wouldn't change. Uh, I wouldn't change diapers. I wouldn't wash utensils. I'd just be chilling. But now that it does help with the fighting of domestic violence, I think we should even not only teach children, but even our own peers.
Yeah, so that's what they're saying. They're saying that for kids to grow up knowing this, they teach them young. So your mindset changes when you're young, so that when you're older, you don't divert from it. Like, this is just a norm. And I think it makes a lot of sense to share these responsibilities.
Yes.
Because certain things like cooking and cleaning, they're not gender-specific roles. They're just
But
basic
you know,
human life skills.
if it's in a
You need
village
to eat, you
setting,
need to
like
be
the one I
clean.
grew up in, men would fetch firewood and fetch water and maybe help
We are not in
with
the
carrying
village.
things around. I'm just saying, for people watching from where I come from. And the ladies can do the lighter work.
I think now, as women are getting more exposed to different things, we're more educated. We're having careers. And we can be considered providers in a certain sense. Much as we're still nurturers, I think it's important for men to know how to do certain things because you need to eat, which means you need to know how to cook. So it's a basic life skill. Where if you're not married, who's going to cook for you?
I know how to cook good enough.
Exactly.
So boys, you need to learn how to
clean.
cook.
You need to be clean. You need to have your clothes washed. You need to do all types of things. You need to have your spaces clean.
Why am I
It's
feeling
important for you to
attacked
take
here?
care of yourself.
I feel like now
It's literally just taking care of yourself. Having these skills, these basic human life skills.
washing utensils.
Yeah. Basic skills. It's time for the profile.
Yes, it is. And like we do get you a champion out of society, we went to Hollywood this time.
Yeah.
Earlier today, I chatted with Dana Sims,
Yeah.
who has, mentored people like Snoop Dogg, Ludacris. The list is endless into making movies, and they're working on some movie here in Uganda. I think it's a great one. Let's get a look. Greetings and blessings. My name is Jockeys Clean for NBS Culture Connect. It's always a pleasure. We do profile a champion of society. Today, we went all the way to Hollywood. This one is not a random celebrity. This is a mecca of celebrities. The list is so long. Dana Sims, it's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure to
Really
meet you
big
as well.
pleasure.
I am so happy to be in
It's
Uganda.
even a bigger pleasure that we're meeting here in Africa.
Absolutely.
You're a black girl. I would think
I'm a
you
black
should
girl
be
who
feeling at
is a
home.
diaspora enthusiast.
Nice. So I don't even know where to start. Would you please?
Yeah, I will. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. So I was a talent agent in the United States, in LA, for several years. I worked at all the big agencies, WMA, ICM, and eventually CAA. And I've always had a love for the continent. I represented Jill Scott, and I put her in #1 Ladies Detective.
I love Jill Scott, man.
She's amazing,
Oh.
and she's so talented.
God bless her. When you get there, just know.
Yeah, and
You
so
gotta tell her.
I will definitely tell her.
And I know your list is long as well. We're gonna get through some
Yeah,
of the
well,
names as well.
like some, people I've represented everyone throughout my
Almost, yeah.
career. Throughout my career, I've represented Luda, Common, Jill Scott, Erica Badu, 50,
Kanye West,
Kanye West.
Snoop Dogg,
Yeah,
Kirk Franklin.
Kirk
the list goes
Franklin,
on and
yeah.
on and on.
Kirk Franklin was one of my first
He was
signs.
here recently, you know
Yeah,
that?
I did. When I was in Nigeria, they were getting ready to prepare for a festival he
Yeah.
was doing.
So amazing. The God was definitely in the building. Thank you, Kirk. And which gets me to my question. When you have worked with superstars like this before they are superstars, I'm sure you see like a pattern of what you have to do to become a champ, to become a star like that. Do you have like...
You know what? I will say, like, the majority of my clients over my career have been in music that I put in film and television. And I always say I don't have ears. Like, I can't hear a hit if someone, paid me millions of dollars.
Yeah.
If I liked it, it means it's going to tank. But I do have a good idea of a person and what that personality does. And so I saw things in my clients that they didn't know that they could do. Like, one of my clients, I sent him a script and he calls me and is like, "Hey, you sent me a script?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You're the script lady?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then he says, "Let me give you my number so you can reach me directly." And, I sort of like, music artists, they act every day. You know, they can't get off the stage and say, "Good night, Lagos," if, you know, they're not really feeling it. So that's an act. And it's just turning that musical performance into an acting performance.
Nice.
Which I think some people inherently have as musicians.
So, for your traveling around Uganda, what is the one thing that you're gonna miss when you leave?
It's so beautiful. I think, you know, making Americans feel comfortable here. No. There's so much beauty here. There's so much beauty here. And, you know, I always say, in America, we haven't begun to scratch the surface of the rich storytelling tradition that exists on the continent. So instead of having 18 Marvel movies and 12 DC movies,
Fiction.
what can we do with our stories that have been told for thousands of years?
So it's the stories here.
It's the stories and it's people, and you know, we can see each other in each other.
Right. In your opinion, tell me about the U.S. election, and you know, I feel like you guys are coming closer to the election day.
Yes, I'm actually
and
getting
we've
back
actually-
in time. I'm actually getting back in time
To
so
vote.
to vote.
And we've been covering, as NBS Culture Connect, we've been covering the election from the nominations up to here. So for people who've been watching, we got Dana Sains in here. What is your opinion on the election?
Kamala Harris, please save our democracy. And if you're American watching this, I hope you already mailed your ballots in. Because
Well, you can already vote?
Open voting begun, I think, October 20th, but I could be wrong. But somewhere.
The views expressed are for the guest.
Please. We want to live in a democracy still.
Yeah, niceness, man. It is what it is. It's definitely a pleasure. I feel like next time you're around here, we'll do like a 1 hour thing. I don't know how I would fit this into 6 minutes. We already broke that. So really, thank you for
having me.
everything.
Thank
Pleasure is mine. My name is Jockeys Clean. Back to Chimp and Tracy for NBS Culture Connect, always informed to inform.
Well, that's all for today, folks.
That's all for today. It's good to be back. And yeah, Manchester United winning is the cause of this.
Gross.
It won a good game, actually.
I don't care.
But Chimp doesn't mean when they win, you get lost like that.
Exactly.
Celebration, have to stop and you have to come back for work.
See you guys next time.